again with a great master, Kirti, and I hope we are all easily enjoying these God qualities to come to our heart space every day and sending love to each and everything that happens, that occurs, or we remember sending love is our second nature now. So, to continue the practice, I will invite Kirti ji and she will lead us to the chapter and the practice. So, thank you and welcome everybody. Welcome, Kirti ji.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Preeti ji. Hello, everyone. All beautiful divine beings, gods. We are all gods ourselves. So this week, we are practicing communicating with our higher self. Till now, we are able to recognize there is a voice within us in which we can hear when we get into our beautiful love space, our heart space. When we go there, we can differentiate. There is an inner voice. We're able to understand that now. But this week, we are going to practice the safeguard. Why? Why it needs a safeguard to get our own selves, our whole self's message? Why do we even need that? So Babaji beautifully differentiated in this chapter, saying that there are uninvited influences around us. Uninvited influences are nothing but the thought forms, which we are attracting. How? How we are vibrating. When there are two kinds of vibrations, right? Lower vibrations and higher vibrations. And they can be which is designed for you, which is not designed for you as well. Both of them. Even the higher ones might not be designed for you. So we are going to put a guard there, right? And through that, the messages will filter out and come to you so that which you have originally planned for yourself, only those messages will come to you. And that is what we are practicing this week. So the Babaji says here that we have practice to experience our higher self. We are consciously aware of that voice which is within us. It's always been your part, right? It's always been a part, whether we live in this world or we live elsewhere. It's always with us. Has always been helping us in many ways. Now we are practicing to focus on our higher self messages by developing safeguards. At times, we might receive messages from any uninvited influences in a thought form. Those are uninvited thoughts, we can say in other words, which can be positive or negative, which might be useful for the path which we have designed for ourselves. By practicing safeguards, we can safely say, yes, this is the one to follow. You will be so sure that without any second thinking, right? Spontaneously, you're going to just pick it. Yes, this is what it is meant for me. This is what I have chosen for me, and you'll go for it. That will be your confidence level by practicing these. This is what I have planned to do without any deviation. That is what you will get, that confidence, right? And very important practice we are doing this week, which is very, very beneficial for you. And you have to keep practicing that, is closing the aura, right? Closing our energy field, which is around us, which works like a Wi-Fi connector. Now, it is like without any password. Anybody can connect. It's so unsecure. But now we're going to put a very, very strong password that nobody can connect to it. Our thoughts or anybody's thoughts are electromagnetic. We all know that, right? Then our auric field, our energy field, acts like a strong magnet. It keeps pulling same kind of energy in which state we are in. So let us apply the safeguard to only get the messages which we have designed for us. Even the positive ones could be not the one which we have designed for us. For that, first we are going to clear our aura. So clearing all the thoughts, all the thought forms which are influencing us, which are not needed for us. We are going to clear that. First we're going to lock, then we're going to clear. Then a very, very, very important one, signal from our higher self. This is how the confirmation that we are unified with our higher self. We are connected with our higher self. This is to assure to us. It's a very important signal. And Babaji says it will be pleasant. That means I'm getting pain over here, I'm getting pain over there. Is that my higher self signal? No, it will not be. It will be a very pleasant one. That is the difference. You know. So when you settle down in your calm, beautiful heart space, in your love, right? We are love within us. That experience of love. When you settle down in that love, it will be natural to you. That the signal will naturally come to you. All you need to do is just settle there, be in that love, close your aura, clear your aura, just be there. And that signal will naturally come to you. And it will come in a beautiful way. You will be totally surprised. That's how it came to me. I needed it. I wasn't even expecting. I practiced unified. I had to go somewhere, take a big decision. I was not even aware that's my higher self signal. Right at the moment when I needed, my higher self kept tapping, tapping. I was so surprised that there's nobody around me and I could feel the physical touch. I was like, what is this? What should I make of this thing? And I didn't get scared because I have practiced unified. I am totally safe. I know what is going on with me. Then there I understood. This is what I shouldn't be doing. My intuition told me. And that was the assurance with my tapping. This is how beautifully your higher self will guide you. It's always protecting you. It's always around you. But you just have to be calm. Don't let your mind go wild. Don't let it run wild. Just be there and let it come to you. So let's practice this week's beautiful, beautiful, very, very beneficial exercises through our meditation. Let's just settle down. Sailesh, can you please spin yourself? Thank you. So now just sit comfortably. Clasp your hands. Close your eyes. Cross your feet. Let us settle down in our heart space. Experience that beautiful love. the experience of creation itself. When our physical body is just a small part, the experience of love itself is what the massive one. Let us settle down, calm ourselves, calm our mind, and go into that serene, beautiful inner silence. In this beautiful silence, we can hear our higher self speaking to us. So let's settle down, breathe in and breathe out. Observe your beautiful, naturally flowing breath. The inhalation and the exhalation. Put all your focus there on your breath. And keep observing. Settle down into the space. Let us focus on our heart center. All your attention on your heart space. Gradually, let's go within. Travel deep within. The feeling of ever existing, precious love. Just go deep within. The space where the peace exists. The true peace. Travel into the depths of your own self. As you go within, let us close our auric field. Let us close with thoughts entering from outside to within. I close my aura to all except my higher self. Now let us send all the innocent thoughts which we have got within our auric field, who have entered unknowingly, looking for the beautiful guidance, have lost their path. Let us depart them with love to the light, to the greater wisdom which they have chosen, but just got deviated. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each created as love and light. And you are still love and light. You each feel no pain now, and you are not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self, take you there now. Each of you go in peace. As these thought forms have been guided, their designed path off they go to seek their wisdom. Now let us unify with our beautiful higher self by being in our heart space. And allowing our higher self give us the signal to let us know we have tuned the designed path to our designed frequency. Let us go deep within the beautiful world of our heart space. That is the doorway to that unlimited abundance of wisdom. Let us open it wide. Go into the vastness. Let us experience beautiful love as God is love. So I am love. God is light. I am light. God is peace, gentleness. I am peace. I am gentleness. I am the bliss, joy, happiness. I am abundant, compassionate, kind. Tranquil. Everywhere present. All knowing. This beautiful, peaceful, calm, silence, space. My dear higher self, please give me your signal now. My dear higher self, please give me a signal now. Allow your body to receive the signal. Let go of any resentments, any expectations. Just let go. Just be that beautiful, loving, calm space. My dear higher self, please give me a signal now. Beautiful higher self, I pay gratitude to you for guiding me, being with me, filling me this beautiful love, the love blossoming like a beautiful flower. In each and every cell of my body, every part of me is radiating with love. As I shine within this beautiful love, is emitting out from me, all around me. And I send this love to this entire existence. I'm one with it. Yet unique in expressing it. Thank Mahavatar Babaji for being guiding light, for loving and to all the gurus and mentors. For helping me to walk on my own path. Gently come back to your physical heart. Experience the vastness. This is the love. This is the connector. The unified faith. I am content. Observe the inhalation and the exhalation of your beautiful breath. Flow with it. A gratitude for your breath, for your existence. Slowly wiggle your toes and clasp your hands. Gently place them over your eyes. On the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. beautiful smile on your face. Open your eyes and covering your palms. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Experience the beautiful love which you are emitting out. A precious love. I'm grateful and thankful for this love.
Thank you. Thank you, Kirti. When we feel this love, we feel alive, the beauty of life. Thank you so much for such a deep meditation and a powerful one, really powerful. So, Masters, please take your time to come out of the meditation, drink some water, feel relaxed, comfortable, be in that state with open eyes. If you still want to continue, please continue. We'll move further with Q&A if anybody has any questions. You can raise your hand. Take your time. Welcome, Shailesh. You are on mute.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's hear Geeta ji. And you say you can talk. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I might have got my signal today, but there was a doubt right in the beginning when Kirti ma'am started. Kirti ma'am, if I am right, did you say that you received a tap which seemed very physical for not doing something?
It was also a guidance. She left the meeting because she had to go somewhere. Yeah, but it was a guidance from her higher self, like a physical tap.
But it was not to do something, na?
Yeah, I mean, she was reminded, okay, she might have looking for the answers. And she also said that she had practiced unified, so she might have gone to the next practice also, where you get the signal of yes and no. So maybe you can ask her later, next time when she is here.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, Geeta ji. As per my understanding, not to do something, she got the tap.
But when we ask for the signal, I mean, we are not going to receive something which is to
No,
say
no,
no.
no, 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 no.
And
She already got her signal. She knew what her signal is, but she understood that her signal
okay,
came
maybe
in right
when
time
ma'am is there.
to make her alert.
Okay.
She already got her signal, but we are in the process. I don't know about others, but I am in the process. Today, I kind of got the signal I felt, but I need to confirm again. But Kirti
Yeah,
ji
same here.
is aware of her signal. And
Okay.
she experienced her signal not to do something, I think. That's what I
Yes.
understood.
Yeah. So Kirti ji was explaining how she uses the signal. What is the purpose of that signal that we are asking? So what she explained was your higher self is constantly trying to help you all the time with love. And in one scenario where she was about to do something, she got the tap for not doing it, right? So she was guided by her higher self. And because she knew that signal is from higher self, she took the pause. That's what it was.
And thank you, Shailesh sir. You gave us a very nice practice last time about that yes and no. Thank you so much.
We will go to yes and no later on. Others may not know about it yet, right? Yeah,
Yes. Thank you.
definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's hear Rashi. Rashi, you can unmute.
Yes. So my question is regarding the one sentence in the book. So I'll just read it out, which I did not understand. So
Mm-hmm.
this says this week you can't say the words to close your aura too often.
Too
So
often. Yeah,
yeah. So what
yeah.
I did not understand is should we deliberately not say it, or it's just that it will not come to us
No,
because we are
no.
not in the practice.
This it's a kind of expression you would say that um, what he's trying to explain there through this sentence, what he's saying is that you can't, any number of times you do it, it will still not be enough. That's what he's trying to say.
Okay. Oh,
Keep doing as much as you can, it will still not be enough. That's the meaning of that thing. It's a kind of expression.
okay.
Uh,
Because if I
For
was
now,
reading
we
it
are
yeah.
technically, then it was not sounding. It was like you should not, you will not do it often. So I was like, should
Yeah.
I not do it deliberately often, or it will not come to me? Like it will not strike me to do. So now, God, I'm made in the image of God. That sentence comes to me. But yeah,
Hmm.
this aura cleaning thing takes a little bit of time for
Yes.
me to remember the sentences also.
Yes, it will eventually become your natural thing. Just keep practicing. This is exactly what he's saying is that you won't be able to do enough number of times, right? That's he's saying. Um, Basically, what he's saying is keep doing. You will never do too much.
Okay.
you can't
That's
overdo it. Yeah, for now we
yeah.
are practicing it during our quiet period to just experience it, but like you can do it anywhere, anytime with just in being in your heart space.
I mean, at this time, like for now, for this chapter, this is our main thing, isn't it? But later on, this will become the very basic thing you will do every time, all the time, right? Say, for example, for me, today, during the day, I think I have done this, I have repeated this practice almost 18 or 19 times already since morning. Every now and then, anytime I feel a little strange or maybe pain somewhere in the body or not feeling well or anything like that, I just do this right away, right? And I don't even wait for things to change. I just do it, and then we see. Anytime I feel strange, I just do it. This is becoming very normal and natural for me, right? And so it will become for you also. Um, just um, you can't clean your aura enough number of times either. This is something I will tell you because we keep on unconsciously inviting um, unwanted influences. Unconsciously, we invite them, and they would keep coming, and you keep cleaning. This is an it's like an ongoing, continuous process. It is like in the evening, during summertime, you go out to the park. Mosquitoes will keep coming, isn't it? You will keep doing like this, and they will keep coming. You keep doing like this, they will keep coming. It is something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, over time, um, the the need to do this will start reducing, because your vibration, your state will keep changing. So that requirement will reduce over time.
Okay.
Hmm. Good. Thank you. Sheelanji, you unmute.
Hello, good evening, everybody. A
Good evening.
very happy Women's Day to everybody.
Thank
I
you.
just
Thank
wanted to ask that we get physical signs from our higher self. Is
you.
it only when we ask for it, or when any time we are in trouble, it by itself sort of comes and guides us?
And there are more things we will be learning later on, where we will make this an automatic signal also eventually.
Ah,
This
ah.
will become an automatic signal, which is what Kirti experienced. But for now, we will have to consciously do it. For now, initially, till we get used to it, we have to
Yeah,
consciously make sure that we are actually connected with our higher self, right?
okay.
Hence the signal.
Okay, it's sort of a reassurance to make us feel
Mm.
that the
Yeah.
higher self is with us.
Also,
Okay,
you are making sure that you are not communicating with an uninvited influence instead of your higher self.
higher self. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shailashi.
Yeah.
It
Thank
has
you so
been a big problem. Like I have read many channeled book where Master says that when we are trying to deliver your messages, it gets malformed. It is interrupted. It is, not the exact word what we are trying to say, because these influences keep coming and we are unaware of it. So
Mm.
by doing this, it we are just clarifying a lot of noise.
much.
As our technology is improving, we are also improving our communication with God.
And Shilamji, one more thing I will tell you. You will hear these words from many people many times. Like when we say we are communicating with our higher self, what it what many people say is that you must have heard this word called channeling.
Yeah,
There are so many people who channel masters, right?
yeah,
Th-
yeah.
that is also communicating with other beings, right? That's nothing else but communicating. So, while learning to communicate with our higher self, we are also learning the skill of channeling. And there is a chapter later on in the book where you will actually be channeling masters.
No, it can be channeling others than your higher self.
Yes, that once you are completely um, good at this
Strong.
communication process,
Uh,
when you are
uh,
practiced enough, then
uh.
probably the last chapter in the book is about communicating with other masters.
Oh, that's great.
So you will consciously communicate with other masters then.
Mm.
And imagine how interesting that will be.
I
It is
know, I know.
it is nothing else but channeling, right? This author who has written this book, he has
Yeah,
actually channeled the whole book, right?
yeah,
That
yeah,
means he has actually communicated with Babaji
yeah.
and noted down whatever was being told to him. So this whole practice that we are doing, we are actually learning to channel.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah,
I know it makes it look very exciting.
it is.
Gives
It
a
Part
is.
lot.
three is very much exciting, but we have to be prepared. So we are just
I
doing
know,
the
but
foundation.
at least there is a hope if you really pursue and
There is
do it.
no Babaji has not left any chance. 7 days of practice, one chapter. So
I
Yeah,
know.
he is
I don't
making
think I have
sure
read
that
this any
foundation.
book like this.
Yeah, we have to just make sure that the foundation is strong, right? When the
Yeah,
very basics are solid, then on top of it, you can then, it's your creativity.
yeah.
Once you have done the basics very well, you will then use your own creativity to utilize this skill.
Mm.
We are just learning the skill of communicating. That's all. And in the process, he is also teaching us, um, which we will be learning later on through the chapters, the skill to manifest. How do you actually manifest? Manifestation techniques will be taught. actual manifestation. Like many people have learned manifesting techniques in from various things. You know, how do you law of attraction, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And 95% cases it doesn't work. So why it doesn't work, we will know. We will learn here why it doesn't work and how to make it work. Everything is
Seven
taught in
weeks
this
of
book.
manifestations. And then seven weeks of communication to the world around. But first, we are learning to communicate with ourselves, our whole
Yeah,
self.
that's true. I know it's quite a hard process because we had never known about it. And I know it's a great, but you people are great, really trying to help us so much to be persuaded and understand, and trying to encourage, saying it is not difficult, it is easy. But I know it's just so much of persuasion is required to put into our heads that it is easy, don't give up, you know.
The
That's
beauty
what
of
I
the
was,
course is so much like once you go through it, you realize, and then you know it. Initially, it may sound difficult, but with practice, it becomes, you feel good about it, because you have found yourself now. So
I know
nothing,
actually
no
today's
other field.
meditation, I really felt like as if there's a beautiful path created in a thick forest,
Mhm.
to make space to walk in.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was just thinking, maybe saying, come on, don't stop. Path is there.
Yes,
It's created
yes,
in spite of the thick forest. So beautiful. Thank you
exactly.
so much.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
giving
Thank you.
teasers to everybody. Everybody is excited.
Yeah. There's a
So,
question here
in the
from
chat.
Nandini, that for how long the effect stays of aura cleansing? Aura cleansing's effect will stay till you unconsciously open your aura. We unconsciously open our aura. Like I have, when I was talking the last time, I mentioned this thing that how that happens unconsciously. How we unlock the aura is, let's say you come across somebody who is in trouble. Let's say a beggar comes. Now your heart connects with the beggar's state. You feel empathetic about the beggar's situation. Oh my God, this guy is in pain. He's so poor. All those kind of thoughts. Essentially, you are throwing your own energy field open. You are now letting that beggar's energy come into your energy field. This is unconsciously we do it. So things like that. Maybe your child comes back from school and the child is not feeling well. You will suddenly open your thing because now you are feeling for the child, right? Oh my God, what happened to him? Let me give him medicine. Let me do this and that. And then in the process, you have thrown open your own aura. So as soon as you open your aura, then all those uninvited influences which are waiting outside to get in will get in, right? They are waiting because they enjoy um, driving you crazy. That's what they enjoy. They want to feed on your suffering. So they will bring
So,
thoughts in your head that will make you do things which will create suffering for you.
so Sailesh,
Hmm.
I have a question extending on your explanation.
Hmm.
So it does not mean that we shouldn't be empathetic. We can be empathetic, but as soon as that's expressed, we should close our aura. Is it so?
That is right. And being empathetic is not really necessary. Being um, compassionate is better, right? Compassion is better than empathy. In empathy, you throw yourself open, whereas in compassion, you are able to observe something without letting yourself be connected to it. You don't connect to it. You say, well, yes, I can see how God is appearing in front of me in that condition of
Uh,
pain.
yeah, I would like to extend this also because today in meditation, Kirti was guiding, and she said, if you remember, that we are all thought forms, right? So all these uninvited influences are in thought forms. and we invite them. We resonate at that vibration, so they come into that, that connection happens when we are in the same vibration. We come to influence each other. So even also when you hear news or any fearful situation, you go into that. You understand and you think it's real. You agree to it. And that's when, you are open, like in that fearful state. You're no more in love state. So the moment we come out of this state of God's love, it could be anything. And we have to be very aware of our own feeling, where I was sitting, and when this person entered or something occurred, now where I am. And that happens with various reasons. Something that we dislike, something we disagree, right? Somebody comes with this pain and we think, okay, oh my God, this pain is so much, and how this poor guy is going through. How can I help without safeguarding our own self? And
That
also,
means we have learned all wrong things, like, being empathetic and showing our empathy and being pity and
okay,
grieving for
these
all
are
the bad
emotions,
news
what you're
even
saying.
in the newspaper or in the TV.
Yes,
What
yes.
I understood your
Mm,
explanation, but
mm,
how vulnerable we were before knowing this.
So this is
exactly.
what these are derived emotions. These are what we call the positive and negative sort of emotions, right? But that real feeling, the soul feeling, is love, is compassion, is on top of everything. So empathy we learn through compassion. If we go beyond empathy, we come to compassion. Okay, so people
Great.
compare
Yes.
empathy, sympathy, but now sympathy is the lowest empathy, and then we learn about compassion, and also kindness. So sympathy, empathy, kindness, compassion. If you can
See,
differentiate all these four, um, you know, the
Emotion.
compassion comes to the soul. It's like in one of the session we discussed about how the feeling of love, when it is mended with little sadness, pain, it feels like compassion. How can we experience compassion? How can we define compassion? Right? So, because otherwise we would like unknowingly expecting seeing somebody in pain, in hurt, to be an empath. And like if we have to understand compassion, it automatically comes to us when we see ourselves in that situation. How I was doing this when I was in ignorance. In that ignorance, I was making decisions without thinking about others or making mock of others. So these kind of, by the forgiveness and all that, these are all outcome of compassion. It's a very thin, fine lines which we can only experience. So I understand the motivational talk, where we talk about the positive thinking. These words are buzzwords. But when we come to here in spirituality, in God qualities, all these God qualities of love, light, compassion, they just on top of everything.
so Umaji, when we are empathetic, right? The
Mm.
empathy is for us actually. You feel that you are seeing somebody in a state of suffering, whatever that may be. You see
Mm.
somebody in a state of suffering. By seeing somebody suffer, what is happening within me is important. And I call it empathy because I am able to feel the pain of somebody or feel the suffering of somebody. What it tells me is that I still have that suffering within me, which is rising now. By looking at somebody, my inner suffering is opening up.
Oh.
Right? You get my point? And
Mm-hmm.
you begin to feel it. You begin to feel it. And in the process, your aura becomes open. Aura
Open.
is now not open, it has that influence now of
Yes,
your
yes.
own hidden suffering, right?
Right.
So, and then you clean it up. You say, okay, I now don't want this influence to be with me anymore. You just clean it up. right? Empathy is essentially uh, nothing coming from outside. It's you. It's within you. You have that, and it's just rising to the surface.
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Sarojini. Yes, it makes sense.
yeah. So and there are many such things which I call it under the carpet. They are hidden under the carpet within us,
Mm,
and they keep rising from time to time through external triggers. External triggers will actually trigger things within us. And once
right.
they come to surface, we should forget the triggers altogether and focus on what has come to surface. Let go. That's a process
So,
of cleaning and healing.
so is it good to surface our inner
Absolutely.
hidden emotions and let them
Yeah.
out, let
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
go, and then close our aura?
Yes, absolutely. Every time you should then close your eyes for sure. Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
I
Thank you,
mean,
Sarojini.
when
Sir,
you're
I have
talking
one
This
more.
is
about it,
very
we can put it in
practical.
sequence, right? So, but when it happens, you give your natural response, what comes to you, and then you come and you understand what happened in the process. And when I lost my, that divine experience of being in heart space.
Shailesh, sir, I have one more thing to ask. That does the body touch also affect, like someone greet us by shaking hand and touching us? Does that disturb our aura?
Yes, it can for sure. Yeah. Physical contact will have interaction of the energies of the two.
Right.
Absolutely. And
After that, we
this
need
is
to again repeat the aura cleansing.
absolutely, you should right away. Actually, avoid shaking hands anyway. Our Indian system is so good. You
Sometimes,
don't.
sir, in social gatherings, na, many people come and greet us, shake hand, or just hug us, and it seems very rudely to just stay away. Uh,
So
so,
that now that you are conscious of it, now you know about it. Understand why they do that. They are doing also unconsciously. Their energy field is trying to suck your energy because it is deficient of energy. Their energy
right.
field is deficient, and now they see that you have enough energy. They want to suck it off from you, so they come and shake your hand
So, we should stay away. What you suggest? What
as
to
much
do in
as
that situation?
as much as possible. I usually somebody does this to me, and I say namaste.
I
Right.
don't know. I mean, if it is like connecting to the talk that we are having right now, um, coming our own fears, coming all our hidden emotions are coming on the surface. So I think we, as everybody, we are all very welcoming in nature also. So we don't pay
Right.
attention who is coming. I
Right.
don't know what's the best safeguard other than repeating the process and not avoiding anybody. Um, because
In
Eventually,
social
so
gatherings, it is really a challenge to stay away when you are in
not
a
just in
group.
social gathering, even in spiritual gathering also. When we meet people, everybody likes to come close.
yes,
Yes, yes, yes.
any
It's a
gathering for
great
that matter,
challenge.
any gathering. But now you begin to once you have started working on yourself, when you practice these things and start living in a state of love, when you are in heart space most of the time, what happens is your energy will go up, your own vibrations will go up, and when you stay at that higher vibration, your social circle will change automatically.
Yes, obviously,
You
sir, but sometimes I feel that people perceive us to be, rude or something like just if we keep to try to stay away, not
let me
No,
ask you
but
this
that
question.
is what we do. Like we help others also to, raise the energies. So you cannot just pull away all the time. That's what I think, and that's why we have this tool. That's the best way to, awareness you protect, and just also be aware of your thoughts. What kind of thought you are getting? What about if the person in front of you is an enlightened person?
I would like to add one more relevant to here. Is that okay? Share some small story. Jaggi Basudev was invited in Harvard University, and I was attending there. And I didn't know he never shook hand anyone, right? And I get opportunity to shook hand, and he was not interested to shook hand. Anyway, he did, right? Later found out this is the thing. He never shook hand, and if you say any event, he always give a namaste. So this is he apply, but he already did many years. I don't know how long, but we can resonate and remind ourselves to apply as much possible. Just thank you for that was a few years back, at least 5 years ago. They invited him, and he was giving a talk. I didn't know. I was not aware. So now
Yes.
if people, how do you know he's not going to shake hand, right? But he apply. This is the and Silas is doing it, and we all of us. I mean, at least try. Thank you.
But
Thank you, Master.
also, there are times when I personally take initiative and going and shaking hands with somebody also. I do that also. And it
Mhm.
comes from within. It's not just like that, right? I usually don't shake hands, but I remember yesterday I was with my doctor, and all of a sudden I felt like shaking his hand, and I shook his hand,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
these are inner guidances where energy exchange happens. It does happen, right? Now, to answer Nandiniji's one thing she mentioned, and I want her to pay attention to this aspect, that sometimes when you are keeping away from people, she said they feel that you are rude. Okay, and does it really matter what they think?
No.
Exactly.
Sir, sir,
Exactly.
I
let,
understand when we are in
let
spirituality, the most important thing is to, elevate our soul. Whatever we are doing, we are giving so much time to our inner work, everything. The most important thing is to save our energy. But in
all
some situations, like when we are with our closed ones, and sometimes like the situation is like that, I know sometimes the situation is unavoidable. We can't keep, away. But someone is just taking hand out to shake with you, and you are saying because otherwise in COVID times, we people all were trained to just say namaste, and I think this was nature's call. This was very safe call to save our energy. COVID came just to teach us that was an actual time to raise our spirituality. Most of the people came in this meditation, even myself also, during the COVID time only. And it was a great call to be with yourself only, to isolate yourself. And it was already being taught that never shake hands, say namaste, like no physical touch and everything. And now again, once we revived, the people again have started the same thing. So
these are
I had been to a social gathering just an hour before, and I felt so that it was unavoidable. People were, when you meet now, they love you, like hug you. Sometimes they shake hand, and that is the problem. I felt that it may disturb the energy.
Yes, it will definitely, and that's the reason whenever you are going into a crowded place, as written in the chapter, they read the chapter, they mention that when you are going into a crowded space, you must close your aura, clean your aura, and then go there. And while you are there, if you get slightest inkling that yeah, somebody has shaken my hand, or I am too close into somebody else's space, do the aura cleaning continuously. Keep closing, clean up. Keep closing, clean up. It just takes it's a very quick thing. When you remember this process, right now you are learning, but once you memorize it properly, you can do it. You can practice cleaning while you are in that environment. You can do that.
So
But
we need to
Later
wash
hey,
our
on,
remember
hands also. We
just
need
one
to
thing.
wash our hands once we come back home. Or is that okay?
I-
The cleansing will do?
if you can go into a
And
shower, that is even better. Go to the
okay,
shower.
right.
Yeah, that's even better.
Okay, fine.
But what I'm saying is the very fact that you are conscious that somebody is influencing me is a very good thing. That is first level. You are now conscious. You are able to know that I am being influenced, right? I am getting uninvited influence into my system. Now, also remember when that influence is making you surrender, that is also that influence only. Surrender in the sense, oh, I'm in social and what can I do? People will come, people will do this and that. You are surrendering to that situation. That is the influence. Remember that, right? That means your aura is already invaded. So
later
be,
on we will learn how we influence others also, how we raise everybody's, even the universal consciousness. So do not be afraid of it. We have the tools, you know.
ah,
And when people
we don't,
come, be open, share your love, God's love. It's in them also. Have that
yes,
trust. So we will learn all these things in coming chapters. For now, just learn to protect yourself and don't overthink and don't, be in fear. Don't uh, separate yourself from others. These are very small, basic spiritual thing, I would say. Just go in the flow, and you have the tool to work with yourself from your end, what you can do.
we don't even have to isolate ourselves either. I mean, you should not do this that, oh, I will not go to social gatherings. That's not what we are here for. You are supposed to go into social gatherings and places where others are there because you carry the light. You are carrying that love. Your going there is automatically spreading that love, spreading that good vibration to those people. That's why they get attracted to you. So
And many
you
times when it is not
don't
needed,
isolate yourself. That's
yeah.
not the intent of doing this. We are not afraid of anything. We are just becoming conscious of keeping ourselves clean so that we don't carry that energy. We remain at wherever we are. Okay.
I think
So running away is not a solution.
right, unified practice gave me that courage to be with everybody. That now what you can do. Still, if your energy is weak, if your willpower is weak, it's me. I have to work. Many people talk about that. What does that mean? There's some terms. Okay, so basically somebody overpowered you and they are acting through you. So like that, all that comes only because you give your own willpower.
You are
Right,
right.
sir. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
I
your able guidance.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Shailaji, I just want to ask one thing.
Hmm.
In the Gulf, its usual custom is to greet with shake hand, you know.
Hmm.
So they don't usually accept when you say namaste, but it's our Indian culture. So suppose you are meeting somebody and there, what happens here was in the book. I close my aura to all except my higher self,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
and so that even if I'm shaking hand, I'm trying to put a barricade. Like, is it helpful?
You can do that. Yes, definitely. Once you shake hands with somebody, you can clean your aura right away after that. You can do that,
Hmm.
right? But
See,
the this custom of not shaking hand is practiced by two-thirds of the world's population.
Hmm.
Two-thirds of the world's population, right? Out of 8 billion people on earth, Indians and Chinese, both these two populations are two-thirds, right? These two populations
Even Thailand,
do
Thai
this.
people, Japanese, all of
Yeah,
them only
there's a
greet.
very
They are
large,
also.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
but
So
see
very,
the beauty here, right? You said right now, I am closing my aura to all except my higher self. Now, who you are God. You're giving hand to others who is in ignorance, might be. It might be ignorance or might be enlightened. We don't know. So just fearlessly go and share. I don't think with this practice, it's my practical experience. I had several instances, but then I had to realign myself, rethink, realign my thinking. I mean, with my experience, I can just tell. Yes, I get influenced, but then I had to rework. I
How
had to
did it
also
work?
just doing the same practice, centering in the heart, and then um, this closing the aura, clearing the aura. Even I had pain in my hand in very this point. I had very severe pain, as if like some very hard rock had, like iron rod has hit me here. It was from one of the spiritual gatherings I went, and that is what it happened. It stayed for a good amount of time. But then I was also learning to have my own safeguard. Meeting, sharing the energy is elevating that whole consciousness entirely. That's why physically you are present. Many times, even if I plan to go somewhere, I can't go because my higher self knows. Now the guidance is coming from my higher self. So I think Unified teaches us to be with everybody and then use all these tools. That's what we are practicing right now. Initially, we have to go through the learning process, right? But then at one point of time, we will be in that space.
Yeah. There's a
You mean
question
when we shake hands,
Still hasn't.
we
Yeah.
are able to understand that it's a negative person or it's a person of higher this thing, spiritual, giving us a more positive this thing, vibrations into us? Can we make out?
What is the question?
Yes, you will start becoming familiar with sensing. Actually, you will not sense it through your conscious mind. Your own inner, your higher self is constantly sensing. So your higher selves will, if your communication with higher self is good, you will automatically know that this is not where I want to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will share my
Thank
experience. Like 4 5 years, I didn't go out to eat somewhere in the restaurant, or I was very much strict in my practice, not eating garlic and many other things. Not out of fear, not disrespecting others, but from within it was not coming. But now, when I surrender, it becomes much more easy. It's okay if things come to my plate, even after me saying no. Today is my day of acceptance that it is coming. I'm part of this world. Okay. There are at times when the emotions goes up and down, and then it comes to acceptance. Okay, there's still something more to learn. So a meeting with others is like we just discussed, right? They are all triggers around outside what we have to what are the things that is bothering us. Maybe we are too much conscious about people, what others will think, right? That is also a trigger. In this space, everybody is same, but I'm not in that consciousness, and I feel separation. I feel two in that way, but it's a long way. The more we become aware of our own existence in that heart space, and then we see how masters have helped us. We have met so many enlightened masters, and we go behind them like that. We are so much attracted in their love, not to get anything out of him, but that is the attraction, that is the love that pulls. So with this practice, each one of us are going to become that. There will be failures, there will be success, but don't judge them and just learn through the every meetings.
Preeti, I want to ask that as you are telling that for the last 4 5 years you were very strict, no outside food, no garlic and nothing. So how does that make an impact like after being lenient? What difference you felt is so that sometimes we
I
people
feel
also get.
universe chooses me like, okay, you don't have to make choice now. You are in the right place doing the right thing. That kind of feelings I have now. I was very strict. I mean,
Like you, like we can have anything like vegetarian, like garlic and all is not an exception, but you recommend otherwise.
I I still prefer that. But some days, even after giving instructions, right? Like you go and give instruction in the restaurant and things comes to you, you accept it. And personally, I don't like the taste, then what I do, I go brush my teeth and then come back. So I mean, it's kind of one level shift, I would say. Some people might not even care, but
Actually, most of
it,
the Chinese food is made in garlic sauce only. Like garlic is there when we have Chinese food mostly.
I had this
So I
beautiful
think it's most of
experience.
our thoughts, as you people tell, ki, as but how do we perceive that food? I think when once we raise our energy, it doesn't matter that what you eat. As far
I
as I feel that.
Yeah. So even when we see things, right, we transmit our energy. So if you see your plate, at the same time you transmit your energy, the energy of love and acceptance. I'm not eating in like okay guilt or hate or that grina thing. It's not there. It's why I
Right.
don't eat garlic. I mean, I just started with an experiment. I didn't had much expectation, but I just started with experiment, and in very less time, I realized that I can't even stand the smell of garlic, and that's why I left it behind. But now I feel okay. I still don't like it, but if it comes in my way, you just be there wherever you are. Okay, if I can avoid, I will avoid. If I can eat, if I have to eat, I will eat. But then universe will help you not to have it in your plate. If you don't align with it, any for in that matter anything, even in non-veg. So we have
Shailesh sir, what's your view about this? About this
Shailesh ji is
garlic
on top of
eating part?
everything.
I will let Preeti speak about it first, and then I will talk. Let her first tell you.
Right.
So my thinking about it is very clear. I don't have any doubts about it. If I don't eat something, I don't eat it. That's it. Now, but remember one thing: when you have food in your plate and you are eating, do not eat with disgust. Accept it with love. Before it goes in your mouth, it should be in energy of love. Remember that. If it is not, don't even eat it. You don't want to ingest anything other than love. Okay, this much
Right.
if you can
Energy counts more.
it's very important. It's not just like that. It's not for fun. You become what you eat, right? So even if you are eating garlic, somebody has served you garlic, eat, accept that thing with full love and affection. Eat it with that love, and then your garlic will turn into amrit for you,
Perfect.
right? You have to
Perfect, sir.
how you take things is very important. Your state is the most important.
This is what I even perceive the same thing. This is the my thinking also. That the
Hmm.
energy you put into your food is more important besides what you are eating, except it should not be any like animal food or something like that. It's complete vegetarian, and garlic is not a much, I think, exception because it is also a grown plant only. But there is some maybe misconceptions we can say, or I don't know much about it, that why it is prohibited to eat garlic.
I mean, it's only experience that can tell us, right?
Hmm.
I'm not attracted to eat garlic,
So
so I
Preeti,
don't
Preeti,
go
you
behind
had
it.
already left for 4 or 5 years. You must be experiencing what you felt in your spiritual journey. Did you progress much within that period of time?
I can't say about that. But I mean, I was not inclined. I never had, and today also I don't eat. But when it comes, it is my day today to accept it. Even after giving instruction, things has come to me, and sometimes I'm not aware. Somebody served me, because they don't know I don't eat garlic or I don't prefer. I would just mention that, but still, that day is the day of acceptance. If there
Okay.
are choices, I will go around, and then otherwise, that's the day of acceptance. Many times I have eaten dahi roti also in parties. So I don't mind doing that again.
I
It's
think Shailesh ji's views are very perfect in this concept that just give the love energy,
yeah,
and
when
that
you
is
see
the
the
whole
food,
food,
right?
the divine food.
Yeah, when you see the food, that's what you transmit.
Yes,
You see the food
exactly.
with love, and that's when it get transformed. Anything, anywhere you are eating. I had a very great experience. I was saying that in Hong Kong, they in the monastery they serve all the Chinese food without garlic. That was so much surprising. No onion, no garlic. So we have this perception that Chinese food has garlic and all that, but it has been infused from somewhere.
No, no. The Chinese food that people in India know of is always made with garlic. That's right. That's correct. But in China, the Chinese food doesn't have to necessarily be. I am in China right now, so I can tell you from my first-hand experience, it is not necessary that everything is made in garlic. You go to the temple food is never made in garlic. There is no garlic there.
In
Okay,
India, it
so
is made, yeah. In
yeah,
In
India, it
India,
in
is
also
made.
India,
in temple, there's no garlic. In temples,
hmm,
no garlic, right?
Preeti ji, if you had been visited to Sai temple, Shirdi, you know, Sai Baba ke prasad mein, मतलब there was no exception of garlic and an onion, nothing like that. और अभी भी चलता है और आप देखिए कि कितना मानते हैं लोग साईं को, है ना?
hmm,
साईं बाबा है, गुरु जी हैं, मतलब उनके
hmm,
प्रसाद में चलता है सब, अनियन गार्लिक सब चलता है।
right.
और वो
नहीं
सबसे बड़ी
नंदिनी,
बात मुझे लगता है कि
नहीं नंदिनी जी,
मतलब
चलता जो है ना, वो आप मान रही हैं अगर, तो यू आर ऑन द रॉन्ग ट्रैक।
नहीं
आपको
सर,
समझना है
मेरा
चीज
मेरा
को।
मतलब ये
इस
नहीं है
इस
सर, मैंने
दुनिया
ना
में तो
एक्चुअली
बहुत
उल्टा
कुछ चलता
पढ़ा
है।
है। नहीं
इस
चलता कि,
दुनिया में
आई मीन कि द बीइंग द असेंडेंट मास्टर साईं बाबा की अगर हम बुक पढ़ते हैं ना, साईं सचित्र है, तो वो खाते
कुछ
थे,
भी हो,
अनियन गार्लिक भी खाते थे।
आई विल आई विल स्टिल नॉट एक्सेप्ट दैट। डजंट मैटर। अगर लाखों करोड़ों लोग उनको मान रहे हैं, उससे
एक
मुझे
मिनट।
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
हाँ,
मुझे जो समझ में आया, मैं उसको फॉलो करता हूँ, राइट?
राइट।
That's very important. You have to get your inner guidance as the priority, not because 100,000 people are following somebody. That doesn't make it right.
Especially for Sai Baba, it's different, right? He was also said that he used to eat meat, and because he was the bridge between the Hindu Muslim that time, it was very difficult time, and that's where he was trying to bring light. So his
Yes.
teaching, his practices were here. Okay, so and that is where you want to be, like, like, don't separate yourself from others in that term. I'm not saying to you go and start eating meat to be with everybody. It's not that. But it was the time of darkness when it was needed. So entirely, we cannot say anything wrong and right. Even in Buddha's, it is mentioned that somebody got some meat in his plate, and that day Buddha said, "That's your day. Today you have to accept." And that's when things went the other way, that people started eating meat. So, but ultimately, we are in very beginning state. Just do start with the clean practices. It helps us realize our own, space. I can say after eating garlic, I really felt little uncomfortable, but I thought it is my thinking that I did something differently today, and it's like I'm not resonating with it. So that's what I felt, and I released that also and moved further with continuing my own practice where I feel at ease. Okay, also observing my thought. Um, like, do I get much more impulsive thoughts if I'm eating that? So once in a while, it doesn't matter much, you know. And that's too the reason that happens is bigger. Once I what I understood when I clean here, the situation doesn't come again, and I always have my own willpower, my own choices to make, and there will be choices. So that's the second thing. I think Nandiji, you asked me like what happened, what changed after unified. So this is the change where I tried from extreme to, in the middle path. I started flowing naturally.
Buddha did the same thing. He was extreme and he came down to it's the same way. So thank you for sharing.
Still not giving up my values, but yeah, realigning in my thought process, sorting.
So I like to add one more thing. Shaking hand and cleaning our aura. So I just felt visible part is hand sanitizer. After the COVID, we carry hand sanitizer in our pocket. shake hand, and then after that we clean our hand, right? And equal to invisible aura cleaning. It's a hand sanitizer. If you can avoid and gathering individual, you can do that. Still, we have invisible sanitizer once you become a practice, and it takes few seconds to clean up aura. So it's same. Visible is hand sanitizer equal to invisible and aura cleaning. It's we are in the same. So thank you. Just, I
Nice.
felt it when during
Well
conversation with
said.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
I mean, I feel much more attracted to people now than before. Even I would go and meet, hug people, in family, in friends, wherever. So,
Let's listen to him, Lataji. She has a raised hand for a while. Him, Lataji. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Namaste, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I have a question.
Hmm.
We just started the process of cleaning and closing the aura just from yesterday, right?
Hmm.
We just have not memorized the lines.
Hmm.
Okay. So when we go to gathering, we don't. I don't remember those words. I mean lines which for
Hmm.
cleaning the aura. So is
Yes.
that just I can say I my aura is closed for all except my higher self? Only that line can be said.
You that is for closing. But what my suggestion, till such time you memorize it, write those six
Huh.
lines on a small piece of paper, keep it in your purse, or
Okay.
take a screenshot of that thing we have in the group. We have put a little slide there. Just take a screenshot of that,
Hmm.
keep it in your phone. Just open that
Actually, I
and read
have
from
put
it.
already. Yeah, sorry for interrupting. I have put that in my home screen and lock screen also. But
Perfect.
when I go to gathering, I just can't pick up my phone and read it. So people will ask, I mean, cousins will come and ask, what are you reading? What are you reading? So just wanted to.
You, yeah, I think you guys are so much afraid of your environment. You have a lot of fear in you.
that's
No,
what
no,
I
no,
was
not
trying to tell
upside.
before.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
How
accept
can
it.
you how can you let somebody invade your personal space?
Okay.
We are teaching you to create your personal space only by closing it,
Okay.
by cleaning it. Don't let people
Hmm.
take advantage of your being good.
Hmm.
That's not what you are here for, being good to people. No, that's not the purpose of you being here.
Yeah.
It's matter of 7 days, Lataji, and you also have YouTube shorts. Just keep repeating. And also, if you don't say word to word, and if you just say the gist of it, it works. The intention also works, even if you don't speak, and then you just feel, and it's the same thing for now.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. And sorry, that means like I have not memorized the lines yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
you
in the process
lovingly
of memorizing.
let go those influences lovingly. Always remember.
Okay.
In next
Lovely.
chapter, we will
Yeah.
learn that we were sometimes also some uninvited influences, and
Uh,
it's much more expansion that we are going to go through. For now, this week, just practice doing this tirelessly.
okay.
And maybe every minute, if we are in a social gathering, we might have to do it every
Hmm.
minute. It has happened to me
Hmm.
many times, and I know
Hmm.
what it takes and how it feels. It really makes you feel tired if you are in a big group, like, and people are
Hmm.
just trying to suck on your energy. And then I never went back in that group. So it's you would know, it's not just to separate with anybody else, but always to protect and expand in the space you are in.
Hmm.
And like Shailaji said, like, you don't have to let anybody take advantage of you being good. Where you will be needed, you will be guided.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that
There is
good,
one more question
Himlataji?
in the chat.
Yeah. Let us finish with Himlataji. Is there anything more?
Yeah, can I just say something, please?
Ji, yes,
Yeah,
Shivam.
sorry, because I think she was asking about garlic and onion, which I had learned when I came to spiritual life. They said onion and garlic induce more lust in us. So we want in spiritual life to be more calm and peaceful, right? So in food which we eat also affects our body. So that's why they used to say avoid garlic and onion. Not that it has any other effect, but to make our minds more calm and peaceful. That's why on fasting days, we eat food without onions and garlic, because that day we are wanting to reserve our energy and we don't want to get hyper about anything. It keeps our mind more calm and peaceful. That's all I just wanted to contribute.
It has many other impacts also, but we don't experience it through, this
Mhm.
physical body. But in spiritual path also, you might have heard astral travel that we unknowingly do in our meditation. So that experience also changes. And I said impulsive thoughts, right? So all of a sudden, spike of thought, anger, that kind of
Mm.
things we could feel when we eat them. So that's why it is considered as tamasic and separated from this path,
Yeah,
like from this path. But there are days, I mean, I just said like,
I
okay,
know. Sometimes I know it's unavoidable, but I'm sure after we have
The,
gone certain amount, we know how
so
to control.
Sheelamji, let me ask you this question.
Mm.
There are hundreds of thousands of people in India who don't eat
Mm.
garlic and onion, who
Mm.
they are religiously doing it, right? What do you think that they don't have tamasic properties?
Not they don't have tamasic. Tamasic property is a part of the human feelings, I think. But these aggravate the feelings more when
I
you want to
understand.
be. That's
I
it.
I want you to understand. It's not just I'm trying to argue or anything. All I'm trying to explain here is think about it differently.
Uh,
I'm not saying that you should eat. I'm just saying think about it differently. What people have observed is that those who have attained a state of um, wisdom,
mm,
they stop eating garlic and onion. The process is not the reverse. By stopping garlic and onion, you won't become a sadhu. No. When you become a sadhu, you will automatically drop all this,
drop out. Okay.
right? By forcing yourself to do this, you are not gaining anything. Trust me on that. You will
Okay.
not. Yeah.
Mm.
And this is the wrong thing that is prevalent in our society. People don't understand that by behaving like a sadhu, you don't become sadhu.
No, no,
When
I
you
was
when you become sadhu, then the behavior automatically changes.
okay.
That's the process, right? So we should find the way which we are learning in this unified course. We should find the right method of becoming the sadhu, and then all this will drop automatically.
Okay.
Then
it will not even
Because
come in front. Yeah,
no,
but
no. Because that time when she asked why are they banning means telling not to eat, this is what I had heard. That's all I just wanted to
yeah,
contribute.
and
But
and yes, you
I'm
heard
not
it
saying.
correctly. No, no, you
Uh,
heard it correctly. All I am saying is that is not the right concept, though, right? That
I
you
got it.
should, yeah, you understand why,
Yeah.
right? So the process is just the reverse. Okay.
Wow. Well said. Thank you so much, Silas. It's clearing this really well.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. We have to understand the correct thing, right? Just because hundreds of thousands of people are doing it that way, they are kind of trying to turn the tide of the river. River will keep flowing its own way, right? We can keep trying, keep doing. That will not happen. Once we reach that state through the right way, right mechanism, then our our things will change automatically. All these things will just disappear from our mind altogether. Our food habits, our way of talking, our way of behaving, our things in life will automatically change, right? So that's what I want you all to understand. Like practices in society, in our environment, may not all be correct, right? We have to question it. We have to question why. How does it work? What does it
Experiment
do?
is the best way. So in PSSM, first thing I learned about it. I knew before, but I would have like been very adamant and not to even try.
Hmm.
But as I was meditating, I was open to experiment, and then I just tried, and I felt okay. This is what I don't like, and then I remembered like even in my childhood, I never liked it, and I was forced to it. But then we make test. So
Correct.
this is one of the tool that we get in the journey. We are not forcing to quit and then just being in that natural state.
Right. I hope. I mean, like I'm trying not to get into a religion argument altogether. I want to avoid those things because that is a different aspect of our mind. But understand the right thing. This is what I want everyone
Thanks,
to.
Shailesh. I really
Yeah.
understood. That's a great
Very,
information. Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Good. 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 Very good. All
Yeah,
right. Let's
Kavita
listen to
ji,
Kavita
yeah,
ji.
she wants to share something.
Yeah.
Atmavandan, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, I just wanted to share, though we clear this aura every day, now it's become our habit. But since everyone is asking, so I thought of sharing it because it happened just yesterday only.
Hmm.
As the meeting was about to start, I was in market yesterday. I went to a departmental store for grocery shopping. I thought by the time meeting will start, I will be back. But
Hmm.
I got late and I was there only. So I joined in. I joined the session that meditation will start. In 5 minutes, I will reach home. So, but when I was there in departmental store, I went, took the list. I was in a good mood. I was happy, and I was doing shopping as I was roaming around. Everything was fine, and suddenly, all of a sudden, I started feeling sad. I don't know what happened to me. I was feeling, means I felt like crying. And since we are meditating and we are clearing aura, I was aware enough. So immediately I was aware ki, oh, what is happening to me? Suddenly, why I'm feeling so low? And I have forgotten to lock my aura. Then I realized that. And immediately, I didn't have to close my eyes. With my eyes open, I just felt, just as Preeti said, we don't have to recite, we can just do this by feeling. So I just felt that, yes, my aura is locked, and I visualized that it is getting clean. And immediately, I said what I recited. Said that, okay, my aura is clean. I'm locking my aura from everyone except my higher self. And God is love, so am I. My whole body is filling with love. And now this love, I'm spreading it around in this store. I just said that, and immediately my vibration changed. I felt a gentle breeze around me, and then that gloomy feeling that immediately went away. Within a minute, it happened, just within a minute. So I just wanted to share this because so everyone can relate how we can do this. And if we continue this practice, this 4 or 5 lines, when we learn by heart, then we can memorize it well and then recite it and lock our aura just by feelings. So it's all about practice.
Well, thank you
Perfect.
for
Thank
sharing.
you. Thank you for
Wow.
sharing this. This has also answered a question which I have here in the chat. Geeta Sherawatji is saying
Yes,
we
I
need.
saw the question in the chat.
Yeah,
That's why I felt like
yeah,
sharing it so
yes,
that
yeah.
mm,
So
people can
when we are
also
in a
use
crowd,
this kind.
yeah, we don't have to be in hard space or anything. This is just a thought. You bring this thought into your conscious mind that I am closing my aura and I am releasing all the unwanted influences in my aura, right? That part we have to do that. So this is just a command you are giving to your own existence that this is what I want right now, and it gets executed like Kavita ji just explained. It gets executed right away, instantly.
Yeah,
Thank you.
instantly I felt felt an amazing gentle breeze around me. And then those things that they didn't bother me. I completed my work and came back fast. So it was
Thank
like
you,
that.
Kavita ji. Very beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
Sheelam ji, what was beautiful? Kavita ji or the what she
Both.
expressed?
Thanks for
Both.
asking. Both, sir. Thank you very much. You could see the beauty on her soul and the beauty of her
Thank
talk.
you,
Both
sir,
so
for the
beautiful.
compliment, sir. Thank you.
Sheelam ji complimented.
Okay, Sheila, thank you. But sir asked indirectly, sir asked. Na?
No, but I think all you masters are beautiful, both
We all are
physically.
beautiful souls.
Flowing so much on your faces that everyone just gets so attracted and
You
hopes some
too. You put so
maybe.
much energy just by turning on your camera. You bring so much loving energies.
We were always told the interaction is better when our cameras are on because you feel you're talking to the wall. Otherwise, this is what one of the
Thank you so
meditation
much.
workshops
Yes, it does feel like, I mean, it's much more
inspires you
interactive.
when all the faces are interacting. You know what sort of, you know, the moods are going up and down.
One day Shailesh will make everybody open their camera by his talk. I'm sure. Um, so yeah, the affirmation has to be done very lovingly, not fearfully. Okay, at many times when you are provoked, we might lose the heart space, but when we are dealing with the influences, we are always telling them with love. Okay,
Yeah.
one more question in the chat box. Manaji has put like, does the higher self signal? It should be signal is same every time, or does it varies? So Manaji, I think you are practicing for last 3 days. You might get different signals, but you may pick the one that is much more comfortable to you. And in the book, the chapter, it is written, right? The signal will be comfortable, and when you will ask, it will be given. So just check for that consistency for all 7 days and then see what comes.
Yes. Yeah. Um, it has to be consistent because ultimately this will become your permanent password. It should be consistent. Then only you can trust it. If it keeps changing, you don't know, right? That's why it is important that it should be consistent. All right. So thank you so much, masters. Thank you for beautiful questions, participation, making us talk. Thank you.
This is
Thank you.
really a
Thank
participation. Everybody is free to talk and put your own view.
you.
So just like
Yeah.
you using sanitizer, now you are doing.
Thank you for your patiently trying to all our questions, whether they are, up to your standard or not. But it's so wonderful to talk to you all. Thank you so
One day I
much.
asked my son that you are going to bed and you played so much outside, go wash your feet and then come. He is coming and he's telling me, I did my wash, you know how? I said, how? I did it by cleaning my aura. So he's
Oh
giving me
my
condition.
God. Oh my God.
Our
Well
children are
done.
teaching us. That is so sweet.
Oh my God. Well
They're
done.
smart.
Yeah.
They're
Thank
smart.
you. Thank you. All right. So,
So,
all of you, those who are just in the English group, please continue the practice. Now it's only 3 days. So, you have to now practice for 4 more days. Continue the practice. We are there in the group always to help you. If you have questions or you need help, please do utilize the WhatsApp group. We will meet all of you on Sunday tomorrow for the question answer. So, bring your questions. We can talk. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
I want